that's okay.
Now I can actually record.
Yeah, there's a little front FPS indicator in the top left. But that's okay. How did you record it the first time?
Oh, I just used like it doesn't have any issues with Bandicam. That's not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
The music and sounds in this are nice, especially the little jingle when you reach a checkpoint.
I'm gonna get sawed in half. That seems like a terrible idea.
Ow.
I appreciate that all the saws are covered in glass to keep them safe from the water.
I also appreciate that this is not a one-hit kill. What's gonna happen if you shove that other roller into the subway?
I think after this world, I'm gonna do some things to change things up a bit. How the pathing on those things works. I've been tested onto 900 meters.
Yes.
How many centigrades is that?
Centigrade? What do you mean centigrades?
I don't know. I'm being facetious. Being silly. Are you doing alright there, bucko? Poor little fishman. Get out of here.
It's interesting that there are literal fish robots in this. When I watched the first episode, it was a little... it's kind of sad that when you break them, you can just float.
I love the little ksh sound. There's something about it that's oddly satisfying.
Yes. I'm just laughing at the idea that Hermes has a nice little bird and an artist that shows up with like a giant monster one.
Arcus, why did it have to be dead?
Oh, it's not dead initially. Only when it dies.
Things are dead when they die. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Professor Patrick.
Yes, that is correct. It is not dead, but the dead make good tools. They're the closest thing we have to robots in this set. Or drones, I suppose.
Ooh, we got them all.
Nice.
I love the gravity-assisted hopping. It's so goofy.
Yes. I think they actually intended to do this.
It's possible. Or maybe they expect you to bring things over.
Maybe you could... I mean, if I was playing that, I would probably build like a staircase out of those stones. The stupid fucking puzzle in Half-Life 2. The very first one, you know, the physics puzzle. Ouch, they broke it. Almost. Put it back on the ledge, just in case. Yeah, so the laser doesn't hit you when it goes down. Oh, that's clever. That stupid little puzzle with a seesaw, where you put the bricks on one side and it kind of flips over. I just built a ladder out of bricks because it seemed more appropriate, I guess.
playing source code soon too. That looks like a fun game. I played a bit of it, then I stopped playing, as you always do with
Never
games.
heard about it. Can you tell me a bit about it?
They recently released a DLC that makes the main character a dude for kicks.
They weren't.
Nah, no. So they made a DLC that just replaces graphically the character with the dude, and it's hilarious.
What did they used to be?
I know it's Crosscode. The game's called Crosscode, not source code. A lady.
I mean, representation is nice.
Didn't change the names though. Like they said, no interest in rewriting the whole story for that. You know, Earthbound had special technology that could detect the genders of things.
Could it?
Yeah, Earthbound actually had built-in sections specifically to detect the pronouns of the person that, you know, so it wouldn't reference the pronouns, it would just reference the pronouns of whoever they were speaking to, because the party consists of boys and girls. So if your main character's dead, then he gets replaced with Paula, who is a lady, and they change the pronouns accordingly. And I think every monster has, and in battle, monsters have pronouns too, which can be anything from it to whatever.
When you say dead, does this mean like dead isn't what point?
They're literally a ghost following the party.
Oh, so they can just die forever.
No, they can be brought back from death.
Oh, you mean it's like when they're like a zero hit points? Okay, that makes sense. Imagine being a robot fish for 1,000 years, and then some robot shows up and just smashes your skull into the rock.
He smashes my skull in with an iron.
I mean, that's more like Olaf's thing. Artists would probably do the rock.
You should get Olaf some explosives. Maybe familiarize him with some kobolds.
I could.
It's surprising that you haven't run into any kobolds so far, huh?
We've run into 4 so far. We've run into 3 when we attacked the troll, and then we've run into an extra one when we were killing the vampire. Remember? Very early in the game, on the road to Earthhunt, we run into a troll chasing a kobold. And then we've seen a kobold that was possessed by the vampire.
Oh yeah, that random good fellow. Well, I guess it's true then. But you haven't really fought any of them, personally.
We haven't fought, but we did communicate with one, the one we saved.
Well, I got a real fun one coming right up. Don't worry.
I don't worry. It's fine if we don't see it. It's just, you know, it's an interesting thing. If I could get all of some explosives, that would be probably very good.
I'm really looking forward to you guys meeting this fine gentleman, though.
Which one? The kobold?
The new kobold, yes. Yeah, we gotta crack the safe. Kobolds make for good sorcerers. Or wizards, or whatever.
Yes, because magic doesn't scale per side.
And they get all those extra armor class bonuses.
Yeah.
And they have more hit points than Hermes.
That's true. But I will not trade Hermes for a kobold just because. Yeah, just move it to the same area. Just because he's weak. Physically, I mean.
Man, I want to talk about him. I just like talking about the things that I prepared, the things I want to do. It's so hard not to for me.
That's okay. You can generally trust me not to spoil it.
What?
Say again?
The explosions are a bit loud, so sometimes I don't hear you.
Oh. What I said is, you can generally share stuff with me because I trust myself not to spoil things.
Well, he's a little illusionist. Named Killick.
Illusions are nice.
I planned for him to show up in the last session at some point.
But we were a little too slow.
But the game went a bit slow, yes. It took a bit of time, and my food was getting cold!
That's okay. You said you enjoyed it anyway.
I enjoyed it anyway, but it doesn't mean that I want it cold.
That's reasonable, yes. I had some meat earlier today, and with the bub. I didn't get to cook it this time, though. I'm just having fun in this campaign because I get to just support people so they don't have to worry about stupid stuff. I honestly appreciate that Digi calls me a grandmother, even though, like, I assume they're mocking. Are they mocking?
Oops.
It glitched out. Is Digi mocking me? I can't tell. Honestly.
I have no idea either.
I mean, Argus could be a female, I think.
Could you be the Oh man, I just love how stupid that sounds.
You know,
The
with
the
the definite.
female, the male.
Uh-huh.
It's such a weird derogatory term that it just makes
Yeah.
me giggle.
Well, it's fine. I'm used to derogatory terms.
It's like, what kind of fucking loser are you? He used that unironically.
Well, at least they're not calling them the insult terms. Because they have a whole selection of them. I know they probably didn't think this through too much, but it's kind of amusing to me that you just showed up on an alien spaceship and you disrupted the whole ecosystem.
Little baby man.
Yes.
Little baby man.
Yes. But
Mr.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out for giant bird egg. It might take a while though. It
I
doesn't
mean,
specify how long that process. I assume as long as an actual bird
as
could
long as
grow.
its normal self would probably.
Well, it's a nice long time project, I suppose. What the hell? You just flipped over. Does this qualify as desecration of a corpse? His wheel fell off. Gosh.
Who
Well,
needs
you could.
jetpack when you can have a log?
Yeah, well, I mean, remember that April Fool's video about the glitches in real life?
Yeah. What?
Remember? There's a guy who is doing Half-Life 2 glitches. It's like, oh, I can go at 300 fucking miles per hour. And then for April 1st this year, he made the video about the same stuff, but in real life. He used like a little drone to simulate himself, like flipping out of bounds.
What a trooper.
Yes, I think you posted it or Ben posted it. I'm not sure. My throat is killing me today.
Yeah, you do sound pretty sick. Poor guy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's normal cold or if it's corona. On the one hand, you're disrupting your local ecosystem. On the other hand, what kind of ecosystem produces black robots with red eyes that shoot guns? Poor things.
I will beat a man to death with a fish.
It counts as an improvised weapon. Ooh, that reminds me. At one point, I've read a story about a DM giving the player a pike. And they said that the pike is cursed. in a sense that every time they try to use it, they have a chance to actually drop it, and that for whatever reason it just stinks.
Oh yeah,
And so
I
the
know this
joke was
one.
that they had an actual bite as a fish instead of a weapon,
Which is a weird disconnect to make between player and character.
which is funny.
It's funny, but I've read that story in context of like a GM that wasn't very nice, and it was just this dick move that he pulled instead of being like a funny joke between friends. So,
Mm.
to me, the joke will forever be tainted by that memory.
Uh, Probably, but it is still funny to me.
It's still a clever pun.
Yeah.
Why does it do bludgeoning damage? It's a pole arm. Whee!
Yes, exactly. I'd like to play a game where the 10-foot pole is actually just a Polish person that is very cool. That is a pretty laser puzzle. Now you dropped it. Can you use like that flying corpse for this? Or will it just float down?
I wasn't thinking of
Oh,
mad.
it was a red herring because you could just break those.
I could shoot them,
Okay,
yes, and I could reuse the same rock.
makes sense. Hmm. I have more energy than I have games. I'm excited for everything that happens inside of it, even though that really messes me up.
Gorsh.
Traveler is surprisingly fun. I like the skill system. I like how little you actually have to do for upkeep. It's not 5e with like 5 million fucking, things to keep track of.
Wait, what do
I
you
like
like
free
about the
for.
skill system?
I like the system in general. Like the traveler system, it in general is better than 5e, for example, because you don't have to keep track of so many things. You have a handful of skills that cover most things. It's simplified. It's more straightforward than 5e or even Pathfinder 2e or any other system. It's kind of why I like Numenera, actually. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff is just like, wing it. Like, hey, how would I perform this action? I don't know. What applicable skills do you have? You know. No. Oh no, there's smoke coming out of you.
Because I'm big ouchie.
Yes, you are.
I have been injured. What foul witchcraft is this?
Physical trauma. I like that every time you jump, your character just has cloud in the eyes.
Don't be so upset, Mr. Beavis. Don't be upset. Yoink! Beep, boop, bop. Oh no, a planet's gonna run into that cliff! Ah! Broom, broom.
I like how they display atmospheric friction when you drop down on the planet. That was vile. And also glitched out because there's no black squares. Gosh. Okay, I think there's an idea that you put it flush on the ground, then you move it on a circle, and then it's easier to pick it up.
Yeah, I know, but it's also easier to just be a little scamp!
That's true. Hmm. I wish other players also did things that I do because when they don't, I just feel bad about it. You know, like I feel
Yeah.
bad being the only one who does anything for the party. It's like, hey, hey guys, would you like some food? Cool. Would you like some, I don't know, extra health or an extra save?
Would you like to try something that isn't in the book? You know, for kicks. See how
Uh,
that works out.
yeah. What do you mean?
That's what you're doing. Like the cooking rules are not in the book.
Oh, you mean that sort of stuff? Yeah, like I wish they actually did that sort of stuff. All they have to do is ask, and they don't ask, and I don't understand. Is it because they don't enjoy it, or why? You know, I like this puzzle. This is really neatly made. You might have to break that laser. There we go.
I'm a little submarine. Bubble
There you
bubble.
go. Yeah, see, I wish I had that sort of voice on Saturdays. That would
What's
help me be in character without, without trying because it's hard.
what would help you be in character on Saturdays?
Just having a voice like this, right? Like the one I have, right? Like this.
Well, hecky.
Which I mean is fine, but he just pushed him over into the water.
Well, he
Why
only
not?
has one wheel. It's his own fault. Gosh diddly arn it.
Oh, so it's like that. The superior robot is destroying inferior robot, of course. Two-wheel master race. I assume they have like four actually. Okay, two. It's just like an axle. What the hell is this robot?
Got to pull the battery out in the end.
Holy shit. Poor thing. Wait, hold on. Did you lose health by just touching that thing that was thrown?
Yep.
God damn.
Oh man, I like how the last shard of health's like, oh no, oh no.